Hey, it's been a while since we've done a video around here, at least concerning makeup effects and things like that. And Mary and I decided we're going to go to a Halloween party, a pretty special one this year. We decided to revive the Westworld costumes. You might remember those from years ago. I did them for a Westworld party we had here. And this year, I'm going to do some prosthetics that on both of us that reveals that we're robots by being able to see under the flesh and see those sparkling lights and actuators and things that make us work. So we're kind of doing the old-fashioned Westworld before they went to 3D printing bodies. So I thought you might enjoy that. And the other thing I'm going to do is I came across my old original King Kong Transamerica from the Transamerica King Kong commercials that were done in 1984 for the Olympics. Found the head. It's in really bad condition. I thought I should restore it and fix it all up and resculpt a new skin for it and get all the electronics and things working and then wear it for one last hurrah. I just thought that'd be fun. I thought you might enjoy it. I know you guys in Ape Cinema are going to love it, so because you're crazy about Gorilla Men, and after all, I was a Gorilla Man. So let's go out in the back and look at what we have. So this is what's left, and you can see pictures as I'm talking of what this head used to look like. Unfortunately, when we moved, things were not handled well by people who didn't understand what they meant. I'm being nice here. This somehow ended up, the van was loaded up with partially trash that was supposed to be put in the trash. And the boxes that were good stuff to bring up here were put by the trash in the alley. And when I discovered that that had happened, I rushed back from Ventura to Northridge, went into the alley and found this laying. Someone had gone through the trash or gone through the boxes and they took a bunch of stuff, but they took this and threw it into the alley, and then someone must have hit it with their car because this was broken away and some other things were broken. It was just horrible, and it wasn't in this bad condition at all back then, but that was 10 years ago. But you can see what happens to foam over time. Some of this foam is still okay, but this is what happens to foam rubber. I mean, it's just powder. Look at that. So this part was the foam rubber skin. Obviously, there's no softness to it at all because this was exposed to the air. What I have to do is clean all this off, get this entirely off. This is the, I'm not sure what I was doing there, but somehow, I guess this was done with a goldenrod inside of another tube, and that moved these brows to get the expression. If you watch the commercial, you can see the expression that it makes. And this were the servos that control the lip action, both the lower lip and the upper lip. It was very effective and very simple. The springs are still in here that pulled this shut. You can see there is a servo right down here. Now, I don't know if it's still working or not. The thing about these Futaba servos is that after all these years, they still work in a lot of cases. Back here, I'm reluctant to, I'm going to try to keep the original fur on because it's still okay. And this was the back flap that went on the back with the Velcro. If you look inside here, servos are falling out. You can see the black around where my eyes were, and you can see how these just float. The eye sections, they just float, and the hinges come loose. I see that's got to be put back in there, but it has real hinges with ball bearings, so those will be easily fixed. There was a servo back here for the lower lip. I don't know what this one was for. I don't know. Oh, this made him smile. Pulled back the lips and made it smile. So there must be one, or yeah, there's one on that side too. You can just see it. Right there. Yep, here. There it is. Right there, that's the tab. And so this had a lot of servos in it, and I got a feeling they still work. If not, they'll get replaced. But they're old Futabas, S38s. They were very reliable back in the day. Mind you, this was like, geez, I don't know. More servos under here. You can see how they're mounted. This one is broken loose, probably from when it got ran over. And yeah, that just pulled on those tubes and they slid back and forth. That operated the eyebrows. You can just see it moving slightly. That was full brow and the other one was partial, because he did this one little, if you watch the commercial, he kind of raises one brow crookedly. Yeah, and a lot of this, you can see the hair work that was done, that was punched in. This hair is still all good. This was my King Kong was a redback. I don't know what's going on here. It's kind of thin. But all this can be repaired and fixed. The shape is still there. The underskull can be fixed. The hinges can be fixed. And then I can make, once I get all this cleaned up, I'm going to put plastic over it, pull an alginate, get a stone shape from that I could sculpt a new skin on, because the molds for this are long gone. Here's the original ears, and you can see how they're rotting. This is latex. And this is what happens to latex after, what was that commercial done? Oh, 84 Olympics. So this is rubber from 1984, something. Over here we have my life mask, and we have Mary's over there somewhere on the ground. There it is, right there. You can see it just hiding right in there. And I'm going to break these both out tomorrow. I'm going to make an alginate cast off this section, get this much of my head, and make one off the cheek for Mary. And I am going to, so I'll have these sections of the life mask, just about big as my palm of my hand. And I'm going to sculpt on them in oil-based clay and make a silicone prosthetic that will have LEDs and little cables and stuff in it that'll look really cool. And I'm going to show you how I do all of that, and keeping my makeup effects work and creature work to this day, all these years later, very much alive.